Here's a check on stories we're following for you today on Robin Hood Radio. Our forecast calls for plenty of sun, upper 70s. Tomorrow we'll have increasing clouds with scattered showers in the afternoon, low 70s. On Wednesday, scattered showers with afternoon thunderstorms. And on Thursday, cloudy with showers tapering off, mid 70s. We'll check the details on that tri-state forecast. That'll come your way in just a few moments. Taking a look at stories we're following for you today on Robin Hood Radio. Spongy moths return to our area. Experts are trying to tackle the problem. In the Republican American today, for the second year in a row, invasive leaf-chewing caterpillars, spongy moths, formerly called gypsy moths, are turning bucolic hillsides along the Housatonic River corridor into a winter landscape. Their droppings falling like rain in a vast area stretching from Salisbury to Cornwall. Help in the form of lethal fungus may be on the way, just in time to break a cycle of infestation that threatens to kill trees weakened by the infestation and early spring drought last year. Whether or not the fungus had enough moisture within a narrow window in May, as larvae emerged, will become apparent soon. Spongy moth is a reference to the caterpillar's sponge-like egg masses. The term gypsy moth was regarded as offensive to Romani people, an ethnic group in northern India. Last year, the eggs emerged from sacs in April and moved from tree to tree on silk trails, making sticky tape placed on the trunks largely ineffective. After gorging on leafy matter, the transition to pupa stage emerged of moths 2 weeks later. The lighter-colored female moths lay a cluster of eggs to repeat the cycle. Tom Zetterson of Canaan, who has devoted much of his adult life to creating healthy urban forests, watches helplessly as the larvae of the spongy moth consume his life's work. They invaded the area in 1981, and there have been sporadic outbreaks since then. But this year, a spring drought made conditions right for an explosion. Quote, "This is at least the second year that the caterpillars have been working in the region," end quote. He went on to say, "We really weren't prepared for this. Although they were evident in higher elevations last year, we spotted no egg masses this spring until we started pruning oaks in March." Kent residents are urged to chime in on affordable housing options. The town's Housing Plan Steering Committee will hold its second public forum Wednesday at 7 p.m. They want to hear from residents with feedback, questions, and comments regarding affordable housing. Joycelyn Ayer, a planning consultant for the Litchfield County Center for Housing Opportunity, has been guiding the committee through the process of creating a housing plan to satisfy the state's requirements. Each town in Connecticut must prepare a plan by June 2022 for affordable housing and update it at least once every 5 years. Kent is behind schedule on this and has been given an extension until November to finish up its housing plan. The town received a technical assistance grant of over $14,000 to create that plan. The forum has been designed to allow the committee to present goals and strategies that have been developed to meet Kent's housing needs. Participants will be asked to respond to live polls to gather data on which goals and strategies they want to support. The Great Barrington Fire Department responded to a fire on Sunday at the former Cyril School, an unoccupied building on Bridge Street. The department received a call at 5 p.m. Sunday afternoon about smoke coming from the school located at 79 Bridge Street. Great Barrington Fire Chief Charles Berger said the fire was contained to one room in the school and was quickly brought under control. He said there were no injuries as a result of the fire. Great Barrington Police Chief Paul Sorty said the cause of the fire would be investigated since utilities have been cut off in the building. He said the source of the fire was definitely suspicious. Juneteenth is today a federal holiday in the United States. It commemorates the emancipation of enslaved African Americans, marking the anniversary of the announcement of General Order No. 3 by the Union Army, General George Granger, on June 19, 1865, proclaiming freedom for enslaved people in Texas. Town offices are closed throughout our region. In North Canaan, Family Fun Week, 5 days of free family fun for the whole family, starts today and runs through the 25th. In Falls Village, there's a public hearing coming up on June 23rd at 6:30, Planning and Zoning Commission, and the regular meeting at 7 p.m. Our business brief is underwritten by Morgan's at the Interlaken, where they feature nightly dinner specials and a tapas menu, interlakenin.com. You'll also find them on Facebook and Instagram, and by Salisbury Bank, salisburybank.com. Dow Jones starts off the day today at 29,888.78, the NASDAQ at 10,798.35, and the S&P 500 at 3674.84. We'll take a look at the tri-state forecast. That'll come your way in just a few moments.